Okay, so we worked on a few word problems on that pink page, 3 or 4 on the front, 3 or 4 on the back. So here are just some more, and I would definitely take a look at these. So you have these formulas. You will get the formulas again, but the idea that it says compounded quarterly means we're going to be using that really, really big one. So here it is. Okay, and we're going to start putting the numbers in. So 20,000's invested at this amount compounded quarterly, and we're going to use logs to figure out how many years until the fund is 32,000. So 32,000 will be the Y. P is the initial amount, that's 20,000. You're going to have your 1 plus your rate. Your rate is 3.4% as a decimal, that's 0.034. Compounded quarterly, that's the N, that's 4. And then N, the 4 is going to appear again with T. So our job is to solve for T. So what we're going to do first is just go into the parentheses and get this to be a nice number. So I'm going to take 0.034 and divide it by 4. Okay, just getting that fraction to one number. And then I'm going to add 1 to it. So that's what the parentheses were. So I'm going to rewrite it. All right, so if you look at this, this is what we just did. We have a constant, we have an exponent problem, we're going to be turning it into a log, but I can't turn it into a log until it's just the base and the exponent. So I'm going to divide this 20,000 over to the other side. So if you take 32,000 and divide it by 20,000, you get 1.6. And then I have this, and it would be easier if this 1.6 was on the other side for our L, but we're ready to make our L because it's just a base and an exponent. So okay, so log, and then this decimal number with 1.6 behind it equals 4t. Again, some of you can just type this in. The rest of us are going to have to do this. Log 1.6 over log with that longer decimal number. So I'm doing that right now. Again, don't forget to close those parentheses. So when I do that, that's equaling. So I made a mistake over here. I put 46. I should put 4t. So when I'm done, all of this is going to be right up here now. Move it over a little bit. It's going to be 55.529 equaling the 4t. And now to get t by itself, I'm just going to divide by 4. And 13.882. It says round to the nearest hundredths, but we've been going 3 decimals, so I just went 3. All right, next one. So Thursday night, you're rushed to the ER with a bacterial stomach infection. The nurse gives you antibiotics and says you will feel better in a day or 2. The amount of bacteria present in your stomach after T hours is modeled by this equation. So B is the amount of bacteria. So how many bacteria will be present in your stomach after 3 hours? We'll just put the 3 in here. And then you can actually just go to your calculator and type in 40,000 e to the negative, and then just take this times 3. So on your calculator, that would look like 40,000. Yeah, that's enough zeros. Do the second ln button, and then it just builds an exponent for everyone. You can put negative 0.2386 times 4. And that's how much bacteria is left after 3 hours. It should be going down. So you get 15,401.724 bacteria. So when will you only have 1 left in your stomach? Well, that means I need to put a 1 here. Actually, I'm going to put it on the other side. So this problem has a constant. It's an exponent. I'll be making it into a log. I can't make it into a log until it's just the base and the exponent. So I'm going to divide, don't subtract that 40,000. So what I need for you guys to see is the number that you're going to get. Just write that down. So that means we have e to this number equals this. What that means is on this 2.5 is that decimal is just going 5 times to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 0 sitting in here. So this is 0.000025. But I'm just going to leave this on there. So now I'm ready to make my L. So log E, which is just ln, of this, weird number. That's not E. That's the way it is. Equals this decimal number. So now I can everyone just type in ln. So I don't want to retype this number in, but it's stored as the most recent answer. So I'm just going to do ln, do that second negative key, so it takes this and put it in here. Okay? So that's all I'm doing here. Anyone can do that on their calculator. I get this, negative 10.597. Whoops. Equals this decimal. And now to get t by itself, I'm just going to take this number and divide it by this number. So it's already on there, and I'll do divided by negative 0.2386. And there is your t. That's how long it's going to take. So t is about 44, I think this is days, so 44.411 days, over a month. Okay? All right, and, well, I gotta pause here for a moment. Well, no, I think I can get this last problem done. We're gonna get it done. I have a meeting to go to. Okay, so the next Beaver puts up a YouTube channel. Initially, his 6 best friends are all subscribers. After he puts up his first heart-throbbing tune, his subscribers increase every day by 34%. That's the rate, 34%, which, remember, you will want to use as 0.34. So nowhere in this problem was the word compound used, so we're going to use this basic one, y equals b times g to the x, and g comes from 1 plus or minus r. So b is the initial amount, so his best friends, that's b. So y equals, well, it might not be y, yeah. Y equals 6, and then g. The rate is 34%, 0.34, and it's increasing, so we're going to do 1 plus 0.34. So 1.34, and then my x power. That's your equation you're going to use. So how many days later does he have this many subscribers? Well, that's y, so that's going to go in here, but I'm going to move it to the other side. So this is an exponent problem. I'll be making it into a log, but I can't until it's the base and the exponent, so we're going to move the 6 over. I'm just going to divide this by 6. And that gives me 1900. I'm ready to make my L. That wasn't a very good L. So log, putting it over here, of 1.34 and then 1900 is going to equal x. So again, some of you can go to your calculator, type that in. The rest we're going to do this. Close your parentheses. So just log of this number and log of the little number, looking like this. And so when you're done, 25.795. So x, I'm going to write it over here. Days. And that is the review.